Ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, it's very hot on the Cameroon side. It's very, very hot. France is in a total panic. A panic that does not say her name. That is to say, the same thing that happened in Madagascar. The same thing is happening on the side, on the Cameroon side. Yes, in more so because all cities are evolving this morning of October 28, 2025. You have that the protesters began to attack national interests of the interests of France. They have begun to attack the interests of the France on the side of Cameroon. Several stations have been sent to eternal rest. Yes, they are aiming now the economic interests of the France on the side of Cameroon. Texas, as what happened on the side of Madagascar. And you know that the world is a global village. Cameroonians saw what happened spent in Madagascar, Nepal, and elsewhere in the Sahel. Cameroonians are in the logic of really wanting to overthrow Paul Biya's regime at all costs. So what happened? Several stations were destroyed. Total station energy center in AOS was set on fire. I tell you that the situation is serious. Paul Biya himself is panicking. Yes. Let's go deep, ladies and gentlemen. They started to disturb the internet connection on the side of the Cameroon. They started to disrupt, and so the rare elements that managed to provide us with the information so that we can be widely disseminated, it is also necessary to encourage them by sharing widely since they disrupted the connection internet. Even phone calls are blurred. At the moment I am in talking to you, the army has been exit. They took out the army to say to the army to protect the infrastructure. The army preferred protect the people. As it is good material that is precious in front of the Biya's regime, the army preferred, in addition, yes, in any case, to do, like if he secured the infrastructure, they are there to protect the people, to allow the people to demonstrate their rubo. So share the conference at maximum, put a lot of likes, and don't forget, if it's your first time, click subscribe. This allows you to no longer miss the news. Let's go in the depths, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go deep. We have to say that in the economic capital, according to the information we receive, these gas stations have been directly targeted in the night of October 27 to 28. They managed to neutralize some stations, others have escaped. So the points that were touched, we have Tradex Yasa. It's the penetrating is that which was vandalized. The pumps were destroyed. It was set on fire partially. Yes, Tradex, you know that this is the economic lung. It is a national company. So for really manifest their bowl, the protesters attacked the Tradex station. Right now I'm finished. In any case, it's not all of these stations, but this is one of those stations in the penetrating is. There is also Tradex Boko, still on the east side. The violent clashes between young people protesters and security forces are unfolded there, and the police, the premises were ransacked. There is also Neptune Ngodi in the Ungodi district, which was also ransacked. The depot was looted, it was burned. That is to say, when they come, they wreck everything. They take what they want to take, and then they put the fat one in. Finished. In Bomb, there is that too. The station was attacked by stones and cocktails, what we call Molotov cocktails. Yes, they also have set fire. I tell you that the people Cameroonian is determined. They are determined. It's not like elsewhere, eh? They are determined. They are fed up with the Paul Biya's regime, and on the side of the Cameroon, if the regime is not overthrown, it will be fine surprise many, because the people is determined. So it must be said that the population also blocked several axes around the eastern penetrating road. This it's in the capital itself. Fuel distribution is paralyzed since dawn. No distribution of fuel. The protesters who enter in the stations, they pump themselves properly before setting fire. Yes, we talk about the stations. When we put the fire at the station, that's fast. And so in Agarois, Boulai, anger is winning the east. Two gas stations belonging to two different operators were also attacked. Yes, they put in the border town of Garo Boulai in the far east. The stations that are there. So it must be said that the images that we received, you see a lot of black smoke, but a lot of smoke black. You understand that? And the Cameroon is at a turning point of its history. On the side of which is the national symbol, AOS has been hit. Yes, in the central region, the Total Energy Station. That's all Total is owned by France. The station Total Energy and in the region of Center was burned down. That was in the night of October 28th to October 28th. Yes. And you see images circulating a lot where you obviously see a column of black smoke. As soon as you see that, you understand that no, on the Cameroon side, it is no longer the pain. Yeah. And so it must also be said, which is located on the National Road number 10 strategic act that connects the center to the east. So it is a point of vital passage for supplies. So when it burns, it is a symbol of a dispute which now affects the national economy and interests foreigners. So there have been disturbances. Has connection disruptions to the moment we speak, whether it is on the Douala side, whether on the side from Yaoundé and Garoua. For the moment, these are the three major cities where there are extremely disruptive connection. And so it must be said for the moment, the internal impact immediate, we witness the rupture supply. Douala is paralyzed. The sons who are in front of the gas stations, who refuse to open since people have fear. If they open, it's the FA that will reason. And so everything is complicated Cameroon side. Everything is complicated. Everything is complicated. For the moment, the France has not yet made a decision. But the European Union has just done a statement, a declaration that we will see later in one of the next video conferences. We will see this statement. But it must be said that at Cameroon, the people are determined. They are determined. We don't know how it will end because there it is a point of no return. The Court Constitutional has already validated Paul Biya as being the winner, President of the Constitutional Court. He even went celebrate this victory. So on the legally, it's a no-go point return that is achieved. So what is it that it will be necessary? It will be necessary to continue the demonstration activities such as Madagascar to be part of the president. In any case, what remains clearly, the Cameroonian people, you have all our support.